Hello dear students. We learnt about the seed, structure of seed and its types in the previous video. So first, let us do a quick revision. Tell me children, where do you find seeds? Yes, inside the fruit. Okay. So we have learnt that seeds are present inside the fruit. Okay. And what are the parts of seeds? Yes, seed coat, hilum, cotyledons, embryo are the parts of a seed. So we have discussed about these parts in the previous video. Now children, have you ever wondered how a tiny seed grows into a new plant? Okay, so today we will learn about a process called seed germination. So let us see what is seed germination. The process by which a plant grows from a seed under favorable conditions. That means seed germination is a process of a seed giving rise to a baby plant under favorable conditions. Favorable conditions means seeds need some factors such as air, water and warmth to grow into a plant. Okay, so the seed starts growing when it gets all the right conditions. So favorable conditions means the right conditions which a seed needs to grow. So let us discuss about these favorable conditions one by one. Now what do seeds need to germinate? The seeds need oxygen, that means air, sun, that means sunlight, temperature, that means warmth, and water. Okay, so these are the conditions which are required by the seeds so that it can grow into a new plant. Okay, so the first one is oxygen, that means air. Okay, the seeds need energy during germination. So the air provides oxygen gas. Okay, oxygen is a type of gas which air provides to the seeds so that energy can be provided by this oxygen gas. Okay, now the second one is sunlight. Sun and temperature, you can include these two in a single factor. Okay, so sun is necessary for providing the sunlight. Okay, and the sunlight provides suitable temperature of around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, which is required for germination. So the temperature should not be too low or too high, because too low or too high temperature can destroy the embryo which is inside the seed. Okay, so the temperature should be proper for seed germination. And now the last one is water. Water is required for photosynthesis and growth. That means the food in cotyledons is stored in dry conditions. So water is required to dissolve this dry food for embryo. That means the dry food which is stored inside the seed leaves gets dissolved by water so that it can be used by the embryo which is present inside the seed. Okay, now, so repeat after me children. The right conditions are, first is water. Water is required to dissolve dry food stored in cotyledons. That means dry food which is stored in cotyledons get dissolved by water, and that dissolved food gets used up by embryo. Okay, now the next is air. The air provides the oxygen required for energy. Okay, that means energy is provided by the oxygen which is present in air. Now the last one is warmth. Warmth means suitable temperature. So sunlight provides suitable temperature of around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Degree Celsius is the temperature scale. Okay, so 25 to 30 degrees Celsius is the required temperature by the seed. So children, the seed starts growing when it gets all the right conditions. Okay, but in certain conditions, the seed may not germinate even after getting proper water, air or warmth, that is temperature. So that condition is called seed dormancy. So what is seed dormancy? When a seed sleeps for a period of time, it is called seed dormancy. That means some seeds need to sleep for a period of time. Okay, so when a seed sleeps, it is called seed dormancy. That means in simple words you can say it is a sleeping period of a seed. Okay, so such seeds germinate after their dormancy period is over. Now children, one thing is important for you to know that not all the seeds grow into new plants. Some of them are eaten by us. That means we eat some of the seeds like walnut, dry peas, pumpkin seeds and etc. Okay, so these seeds are called edible seeds. And some of the seeds are eaten by birds or other animals, while some of the seeds may get crushed or get destroyed. So the seeds that survive still require some favorable conditions to grow into new plants, as we have discussed. Okay, so now we will see how the process of germination takes place. Okay, so to get a new plant, a seed is sown in the soil. And after a seed is sown in the soil, we add water to it. Like this girl, she is adding water here. Okay, this water is absorbed by the seed, and water softens the seed coat and the baby plant breaks open the seed. See in this image, the absorbed water leading to the bursting of its seed coat and give rise to the baby plant. Okay, so the baby plant that comes out of the seed is called a seedling. That means this baby plant is called a seedling. So this process by which a plant grows from a seed is called germination. After the baby plants break open the seed, this tiny shoot that comes out of the seed and grows upward is called plumule. So the plumule grows into the stem and leaves of a new plant. Okay, and along with a plumule, a tiny root also comes out of the seed. This tiny root. Okay, and it grows downwards. So this tiny root is called radicle. The radicle forms root of the growing plant and soon this baby plant grows into an adult plant. Like in this way. The radicle develops into root, which is inside the soil, and the plumule develops into the shoot, which is above the soil. Okay? Children, now have you wondered what happens to the cotyledons? What happens to the cotyledons during the process of germination? See, this mature plant. Okay, so a mature plant do not show the cotyledons. You cannot see the cotyledons here because they shrink and disappears as the food stored in these cotyledons is consumed by the baby plant while growing up. Okay, so you cannot see cotyledons in a mature plant. So this is all about the process called germination of seed. Now we will discuss about the seed dispersal in the next video. Thank you.